Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. All right, Sag, I really like this one because I think that for a lot of you, acceptance of how things are right now is going to help restore some balance in your life. And it's because of that that some of you may be going back and healing some pains and some wounds from the past. That's where, the child I was meant to be kind of comes in. But I get the feeling here with the black cat when we're talking about luck and opportunity. I feel like this is something that's coming through that's instigating this for you. It's almost like a dream or a hope or an opportunity coming through to you where it's creating this kind of balance, and you can let go of the pain of the past where you may have felt like this is an opportunity you should have had before, if that makes sense. But creating balance, looking at situations differently, and accepting them for what they are. But the child I was meant to be, and then all of a sudden luck showing up in your life, that's like a big dream or a big opportunity coming back in. It's almost like this is what I was meant to be doing. The Knight of Pentacles. It's slow moving, but there's a realistic plan moving forward. That's how I feel about the Knight of Pentacles. Although, sometimes it's like, yeah, let's pick up the pace here. But, before you take any further action, you want to make sure that things are going according to plan. And financially, for some of you, that may be a really good opportunity coming through. Especially with luck, right? And your black cat. Your overall, the Lovers. So, union, significant relationship, choosing love. So for some of you, your relationship is what you're focused on right now. Or relationships in general. But if we are talking about someone that you're focused on with the Lovers, there's a really good, strong connection there. In the past, the Nine of Swords. So if we're talking about a love situation, for some of you, there may be thoughts of regret, things that maybe you wish you would have done, or thinking about how you would have chosen things differently. And, for a lot of you, this could be creating a lot of mental conflict, obviously, with the Nine of Swords. But I feel like the reason why you're pulling this through now is because you want to clear that up. And you don't want to get into situations either where you're fearing the worst outcomes based on past experiences, right? Okay. In the present, the Queen of Cups. So feeling love. Right? And this may be because of a person who is supportive of your emotions. But these two, that's exactly what you want to see. Now, some of you may be getting a chance right now in the present moment to express how you feel to someone in particular. And because of that, there's a focus on strengthening the relationship. But these are things that you regret that you didn't say before, and that could be for some of you. And this relationship doesn't have to be romantic either. But for a lot of you, absolutely, it can be, especially with the Queen of Cups being in the present. But I want to know what's got you in the feels, right? I haven't seen a love reading in a while, and I think that this is where this is going. Now, this could definitely be somebody that you don't necessarily have regrets with, but regrets on, how things could have been differently. And I feel like this is another chance for that coming through. Now, if you just have negative thoughts when it comes to relationships, period, something is going to change here. And with the Knight of Cups, we're following our heart. We're acting on what our heart wants. We're acting in love. And this could be an offer coming through to you. You know, this loving communication. Hey, I want to share my emotions with you. But is your heart open? You know, and I question that because of the Nine of Swords. But, you know, again, we'll see here. It's such a beautiful reading. Other than that Nine of Swords, just let it be in the past. So, the Three of Cups, celebration, support. And being around the people who support you and support the relationships that you are involved in, or the ones that you are nurturing emotionally. Okay, in your environment, the Seven of Swords. So, I have to wonder if, for some of you, you know, if you have experienced deception before, I think that, you know, emotionally you're aware of those situations and how they have made you feel. But I feel like there's an awareness. There's more of an awareness on how you feel when it comes to honesty with intentions. That's what I want to say. You know, now, definitely, for some of you, it may be that somebody is not being very clear about what their intentions are. They're just kind of going with what they feel. But I think you emotionally have reached a place where you're kind of past this Knight of Cups. You don't want to be involved in that. And again, you only want to surround yourself with people who are supporting you and supporting the relationship. So if this is a situation where somebody is wanting to come back through, or may do so, you know, in the future, or this could even be a new offer, you want to make sure you get the advice of people that you trust. Especially if you're blinded because of how you feel to what you may not be seeing. It's almost like you may not catch the red flags, but maybe the people who know you the best will. Your hopes and your fears, the King of Swords. You don't want to get involved in a situation where there aren't any emotional attachments. It's like, I don't want this person to be shut off or to be cold. You know, but we're also talking about somebody being honest with you. This is what you're hoping for. Somebody who is mature enough to be able to tell you the truth. You know, and you being very clear too. Especially if there's a question of whether or not this is a relationship you want to get involved with. And I only say that because of this being in your environment. And then coming out, the King of Pentacles. So you've got this wanting this mature type of relationship where there's trust, truth, and honesty. But you want to make sure that this is something that you will continue to want to grow in the long term. Now, this could be somebody very dependable coming out, or somebody who brings that kind of dependability out of you. But I'm looking at the Queen of Cups in the present moment, and you may be concerned about red flags. But I'm looking at the Knight of Cups with this King of Pentacles, and this may be somebody who is very sincere about, you know, realistically looking at the future of a relationship. There's the Empress, okay. And then the Magician. So the Four of Pentacles, right? You've been holding on to that stuff for a really long time. And this may be somebody coming through that you can talk to. You know, that may be a part of your support group, especially if you have experienced theft, deception, lies, what have you. But with the Empress, this is something that we want to nurture. We want to grow. We want to see where this is going. But making sure that this person understands that there are still some things that you're holding on to. But with the Magician here, right, you have the ability to create what you want out of this situation. And this may be something that you're calling into you. You only want to be involved in a relationship where you are understood, there is truth and honesty, and you have the ability to continue to create this beauty and abundance in this kind of partnership or relationship. It's a beautiful reading. And I haven't seen a love reading like this in a while, but you may have something coming forward where you may be questioning it because it looks like the Knight of Cups, but it may be something very dependable. But that's only if they support you and you feel like there's honesty, truth, and trust, right? Create, there's your Magician, purpose. And then allow. So, you know, allow this opportunity to come through, because this may be a really good thing, and it doesn't, again, have to be romantic. This could just be a very good relationship that you hold on to for a very long time, which is beautiful. I'm telling you, I can't get away from this card, and you hear me shuffling, and I obsessively do so. But this seems to be a message for the collective, and I think that that's why this keeps coming out. A time to give rather than take. You don't have to look to your outer world to provide happiness and joy. You can give that to yourself in the present moment, right? And then meditate and contemplate. Beautiful. And by doing that, the answers that you are looking for, you know, will come in once you quiet the mind and you have those moments of quiet meditation. But it is for the purpose of giving yourself what you need so that you don't have to look to your outer world to provide that for you.